So, hi guys! Ngayong June 21, 2020 ay titignan natin i-analyze natin ang property index. So, kung makita nyo, this is actually the major indices ng PSE. So, all actually is down year to date. So, ang property is down ng 24.44%. The rest, pwede nyo lang siyang tignan dito. So, PSEI is actually down 19.20%. All shares is down 20.76%, financials which is down 32.90%, industrials which is down 20.09%, holdings which is down 13.07%, services is down 8.88%, and of course yung pinaka-worst is mining and oil which is down 38.42%. So makita nyo dito sa ibang columns, nilagay ko dito yung Asian Financial Crisis, Global Financial Crisis, and of course yung coronavirus. So this is actually the three crises over the past 30 years. So kung makita nyo yung performance ng property from Asian Financial Crisis to year to date, which is yung ginamit natin is of course yung last or yung closing price nung June 19. So kung makita nyo, of course, from Asian Financial Crisis low to year to date, ang ganda ng performance ng all shares which is actually up 888.21%. Actually, next doon is the property which is 712.51%. This is because of the rise of the BPO sector dito. This is sa time na to, 1998. And then, dito from the global financial crisis naman, kung nag-invest kayo noon, sa pinaka-low is, sa property is, actually up siya 479.26% year to date from the low from the global financial crisis. And of course, kung nag-invest ka or bumili ka nung pinaka-low nung coronavirus is the 4,039.15. Hopefully, this is the low already. So, up siya ng 30.33%. So, kung makita nyo, from the low of the crisis, of course, syempre, up siya. So, dito sa year-to-date, actually, ang pinaka-magandang performance is actually holdings, which is up 48.78%. Pinaka-mababa pala is financials, which is up lang siya 14.63%. So, yeah. I think na-discuss ko yung financials in a separate video. Actually, nauna siya. So, now, let's move on sa composition ng property index. So, ito actually yung composition ng property index. Nandiyan yung ALCO, Ayala Land, BEL Corporation, Brown, Cebu Landmaster, CPG, Double Dragon, DM Wenceslao, Philinvest, GERI, House, IRC, Megaworld, PRMX, Robinson's Land, Santa Lucia, SM Prime, and of course, Vista Land. So, check lang natin kung ilang to. So, 18 stocks. So, ang kasama sa property index. So, kung makita nyo year-to-date, actually, lahat sila ay pula. So, year-to-date nila, ang pinakamababa actually na lugi year-to-date is Double Dragon, which is down lang siya ng 7.41%. Ang pinaka-worst or pinakamalaking bagsak ay, check natin, si Vista Land, which is down 49.55%. So, yun. Ang performance ng property, individual stocks ng property na kasama sa property index. Ngayon ay puntahan natin yung valuation ng property index. So, check muna natin siya based sa PER. So, yung PER niya is actually 13.42 times. So, sa bawat earnings ng property index ay or kung bibili ka, ay nagbabayad ka 13.42 times ng kanyang earnings. Or in other terms, this is actually also 13.42 years. So, kung nabili mo siya at this level. So, ganun. So, medyo, syempre, kung makikita mo, siya actually yung pinakamataas. So, medyo matagal yung recovery ng kung bibili ka. Based on sa earnings lang, of course. Kasi 13.42 years. The rest kasi is medyo mas mababa. Now, but then again, hindi naman ibig sabihin na medyo mataas yung price earnings ratio is of course, hindi mo na siya titignan. Syempre, there's still an exception to the general rule. So, wag tayong yung kapag ganito yung PER, hindi mo na siya titignan. Of course, look at the other advantages and weigh all these advantages over the disadvantages and make the proper decision. So, I think na-forward ko, I remember na-forward ko sa group about the office rentals that despite the lockdown ay up pa rin siya. So, kaya nga, tinitignan ko din yung property. Kasi wala pa akong property sa portfolio ko. So, check natin kung ano yung, well, of course, hindi ako magre-recommend, but i-discuss lang natin yung mga valuations nila. So, kung gagamitin naman natin ang average, price to book value, ang average ng property index is 1.13. So, kung may stock na 1.13, ibig sabihin is that stock is at fair value. Kaso wala kasing 1.13. So, anything naman na above 1.13, ibig sabihin siya, yung stock is mahal based on the price to book value valuation. So, yung mga mahal or may mataas na price to book value is actually SM Prime, 3.02 times, PRMX, which is 2.54 times, House, 1.77, Double Dragon, which is 2.94 times, and Ayala Land, 2.21 times. But then again, that's the general rule kapag mas mataas sa average price to book value. But of course, there are exemptions. So, wag natin siyang ilimit sa kapag ganito hindi mo na siya titignan. Don't be like, wag ganon. Of course, there are other factors na pwedeng mas advantageous na pwede mo pa rin bilhin yung certain stock despite its medyo mas mahal na valuations. For me, like for example, yung mga institutional, I don't think naman na titignan nila usually kasi, like for example na lang natin mga institutional. Kasi pag mga institutional, ang tinitignan lang nila is of course yung mga, mostly of course kasi syempre, kailangan liquid din yung stock. So, normally, nag-invest sila sa PSEI components. So, yun, which is, that includes SM Prime Holdings and of course, Ayala Land. So, kaya ko sinasabi na kapag mas mataas sa property index na hindi natitignan, of course, hindi naman siya ganun. So, yeah, there's always an opportunity pa rin naman. Like for example, kung tinitignan nyo siya or trading kayo, or based on TA, of course, meron pa rin opportunity dyan. Especially liquid yung stock ko. Next is, of course, yung mas mababa sa average price to book value, which is Vistaland, which is 0.50 times, Santa Lucia, 0.99 times, Robinson's Land, which is 0.95, Megaworth, which is 0.58, IRC which is 0.52, GERI which is 0.30, Philinvest 0.33, DM Wenceslao 1.08 times, CPG 0.20, si CPG ang pinakamura actually, and then si Cebuland Masters 0.86 times, si Brown which is 0.40 times, si BEL 0.52 times, and ALCO 0.67 times. So, yun. Kasi may mga ibang components dito ng property, kahit na mura siya, is of course yung liquidity. Kung may hirapan kang makalabas, that's also, for me, another risk. Kasi, it's either i-sell down mo kasi siya eh. Kung meron kang hawak na, of course, hindi ganon ka-liquid. So, yeah. So, also take that into consideration when trading a stock. So, yun. So, syempre, kung mababa na siya, kung mababa na yung price to book value, tapos liquid pa siya, maganda pa yung future niya, is of course, that's the best or the most attractive stock that you should look at. So, kung ano yung mga stock na yun, well, actually, tinitignan ko is in my own personal of course, my own personal standard talaga. Ang tinitingnan ko is actually si MEG World. So kasi nasa index na siya, liquid siya, and mababa siya, 0.58, which is yeah, it's good enough. And aside from that kasi yeah, i-check natin kasi meron, or I mean, may buyback sila eh. Around, yeah, I forgot eh. Pero nakita ko siya the last time. So, meron silang share buyback. So, ibig sabihin kasi kapag may share buyback, the price of their stock is already, yeah, based sa company is of course undervalued. So, yun. So, malaki yung possible upside niya. So, that's actually 5 billion yung inappropriate nila for that buyback. Eh, ang na-purchase pa lang nila is actually around 472 million. So, malaki pa siya. So, yun. So, check natin yan. I mean, ako pala. But then again, yeah, you can also check the rest of the property that's, yeah, kung sa tingin nyo is, of course, that fits you, syempre. So, now, puntahan na siguro natin yung kanilang mga TA or chart. So, paano ba natin to iti-TA? So, unahin siguro muna natin yung property index itself. And then, check natin yung pinakamahal, and then, siguro itong mga yung green, siguro i-ano na lang natin siya. I mean, wag na siya yung pinaka mataas papuntang pinaka mababa. So, anti-alphabetical na lang siya. So, ganun na lang gagawin natin. So, let's check the property. So, property. So, actually, it's for me, for me, the candle is quite bearish. So, tingin ko is, of course, ang personal bias ko ay might probably go down at this level around 3,091.02. This is the support I'm looking at. Of course, kung trade ko yung mismong index. Kaso sa ngayon kasi walang index kasi. I mean, walang property index. Well, or hindi ko lang alam na meron. I mean, it's the property index na nagtitrade mismo. So, yeah. So, chart lang muna tayo. So, yun. And, of course, the resistance is, of course, the 3,316.93. So, medyo short term lang to. So, check ko lang ha. Meron kasi siyang, madami pala siyang mga gaps. Ito, gap. Ito kasi na-fill na yung gap eh. So, meron pang 1, 2, 3. So, 3 more gaps. So, medyo ano pala tong property. Malayo-layo pa. So, kapag nag-breakout dyan, might possibly around this level and fill these gaps. So, I think dyan muna siya. Ito lang muna yung gagamitin natin for now. So, update na lang natin kapag, I mean, siguro maybe possibly try natin kung kayang i-update weekly. So, kung may time. Kung may time, ang kulit lang. Anyway. Wait. So, pwedeng ganito siya. So, ang tinitingnan natin support is, actually, yung first support is the 3,091.02. Siyempre, kung mag-breakdown siya dyan is, of course, this solid uptrend support. So, yan. Kung sakaling mag-breakdown pa siya dyan sa support area na yan. So, I think this is already a strong support na. Kung sakaling mag-breakdown pa siya dyan na. So, that's actually around nasa 2,959. So, lagay natin. Kung sakaling dyan na, kasi posible kasi na, of course, since triangle to, depende kung saan siya mag-retest dito sa around support level. So, yan yung tinitingnan natin. And, of course, dito naman sa resistance is, of course, yung resistance na to, yung solid resistance dyan. So, depende rin kung saan mag-retest yung candle dyan. So, yeah. Pero tingin ko is posibleng ganyan. So, mag-trade siya dyan. And, tingin ko mag-breakout siya dyan. So, that's my opinion. So, measure natin. Most probably, actually, dito siya. Check natin. Ang gagamitin natin is the price range. Wait. Check ko lang. Going down. Yeah. Convergence. So, most probably, yeah. That's pretty awesome. So, posibleng kung mag-breakout siya dyan is back, or actually that's year to date, or I mean, that's all-time high. Let's see. Tingnan natin yung trend niya. Oh, yeah. Possibly all-time high. So, yun. So, tingin ko antay-antay lang for the property sector. Kaya, yeah, tingin ko one of the reason na din for the mega world. Kasi, yun nga, nag-allot sila ng 5 billion pesos for a share buyback. So, yun. So, maganda pala siya. Tingin ko medyo long term to Of course, don't expect naman na pag nag-invest ka ngayon, ganito agad. Of course, walang ganon. So, it also, kailangan mo din ng maghintay. So, actually, that's the key rin in trading. Kailangan mo maghintay. So, yun. Isa din yun, actually. Kasi kung mainipin ka, ay nako. Kasi hindi naman natin alam kasi yung mangyayari sa market. So, yun. Kung long term ka, I think, yeah, you will have a good return din. So, kung makita mo dito dito, so, makita mo from Asian financial crisis to year to date is actually 712. And from global financial crisis is 472. So, might probably, yeah, kung ganyan magiging trend, malaki pa talaga yung possible upside ng property. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see in the next few years, of course. Anyway, so after ng mismong property is check natin yung, what's next? Yung pinakamahal muna, ha? So, pinakamahal, yeah, yung red pababa na lang siya, alphabetically na lang. So, si Ayala Land with na may 2.21 times na price to book value. So, yeah, let's see. Si Ayala Land. So, more on long-term bullish ako sa property. So, kaya shinare ko din yung yung sa office space. Ang medyo negative lang is of course the condo side. Kasi syempre, walang mga trabaho or yeah, crisis ngayon. So, syempre, hindi mag-invest yung mga tao. So, check lang natin yung trend. Medyo malayo pa. So, hindi pa siya actually completely nag-breakout sa long term nito. Nag-akyat pala siya ng So, ito na kunin natin. So, yun. So, tingin ko ang i-check ko, well, siguro dun muna ako on conservative note, syempre. Dun ako sa mas mababa. So, yan. So, tingin ko mag-trade siya within this range. Ayala Land pala to, So, Ayala Land, yeah, hindi sila maglo-launch ng bagong projects kasi nga, yeah, of course, na-assess na din nila na walang masyadong bibili ng mga units, condo units. So on the candle alone, it's actually for me, it's a bearish. Could probably, ang support na tinitignan ko is around this level. And of course, kung mag-breakout siya dyan, ay mag-breakdown, is of course at this level. Dito na sa depende kung saan siya mapunta dito sa uptrend support natin. So, yun. Yan yung tinitignan ko for Ayala Land. And of course, resistance, this is the key resistance na kailangan niyang i-break to make it move higher. Tsaka makikita nyo, meron siyang mga gaps, ang dami din palang gaps. So, gap down siya. So, this is, kapag nag-breakout siya dyan, possibly around this level na siya. To fill the first gap. I mean the gap at this level. So, around 39. So, yan, I think yan lang muna for now sa Ayala Land. So, kunwari, meron ka nito, nakapasok ka at this level, 36.30 pesos. Siyempre, check natin yung possible risk-reward. Yeah, always use this lalo na kapag nag-trade kayo. Kasi, yeah, siyempre, kasi kung maliit lang yung risk-reward mo, so bakit mo siya i-trade? nasanay kasi ako eh. I mean, kasi futures kasi yung tinitrade ko. So, bago pinapasok is lagi na siyang may TP at saka stop loss. Pero, of course, it depends din kung anong klaseng futures. Kapag perpetual, of course, automatic meron siyang stop loss sa akin. So, yun. Kung yung first na resistance ang gagamitin natin at around 37.97 and of course kung yung support 1 ang gagamitin natin around 35, posible tayong kumita ng 4.92% kung yun yung possible target mo and of course posibleng malugi ng 3.23%. So kung gagamitin naman natin yung second resistance which is 39.54, 39.54, that's actually a possible kita na 9.20%. And of course, same pa rin yung possible lugi kung na-stop out ka sa around 35.04. So, yun pa rin yung posible mong ikalugi. And of course, kung gagamitin natin yung same pa rin na target natin which is 39.54, yun pa rin ang kikitain mo around 9.20%. And of course, kapag na-stop out ka, kung yung stop out level mo or price mo is nasa, palitan natin to ng 33.11. So, kung yun, 33.11, ay posible kang malugi ng 8.41%. So, actually, the risk-reward ratio of this is yung second resistance at saka second support is 1.1 times. So, yeah, I think it depends on you kung papasok kayo kay Ayala Land. So, yun lang i-share ko. More on TA kasi wala pa akong property to share. And then, next is, ano nang next natin? Yung mahal muna, yung Double Dragon. So, Double Dragon. Anyways, congrats sa mga may, sa mga may Mary Mart. So, ang ganda ng long term, ng galaw niya with last week. So, tingnan natin kung mag-continue yung, syempre, performance niya this week. So, makita nyo actually, tingin ko mukhang nasa support level na siya, yung Double Dragon. But, hindi pala natin nakita yung ano kanina. Pero kung mag-breakdown pa siya sa level na yan, possible target is around 16.02. And of course, possible resistance is, tinitingnan kong resistance at this level. At around 21 pesos. So, yan yung tinitingnan ko kay Double Dragon. TA lang ako kasi, I have nothing to share. So, ang share ko lang is, of course, my own personal opinion when it comes to sa chart niya. Check na natin itong ano niya. So, ano naman siya? Convergence. Lang. Dito kasi. Dito pala sa level na to nagkaroon siya ng, share ko lang. Actually, sa level na yun nagkaroon siya ng divergence. It's actually a regular bearish divergence. So, yun. Kaya siya bumaba ng dyan. So, tingin ko at this level, check natin din yung Hikinashi kasi more bullish na ako dyan eh. But sa Hikinashi, ano pa siya eh? Posibleng magtuloy pa siya. So, let's see kung ano yung. So, posibleng i-retest niya tong level na to at 16.02. Pero sa ano na bang level nito? Around 49. So, nasa gitna lang yung kanyang RSI level. So, ano bang gamit ko? Actually, ang gamit ko is, I think 80 at saka 20. So, yun. Hindi siya yung normal na 70 at saka 30. So, tingin ko, kung mag-hold na dyan siya, actually, ang bias ko is actually, more on bullish ako. So, yeah, let's see. Wait. So, i-measure natin yung possible risk reward. So, kung sakaling meron ka na at this level, at 1750, so wait, check lang natin yung mga, 1750, tapos price target natin 21.06, and of course, yung down is 17.19. So, yan yung possible risk-reward ratio is actually 11.48. Posibleng kumita ng 20.34% kung ma-hit yung TP price na 21.06 at posibleng malugi ng 1.77% kung ma-stop out sa 17.19 pesos. So, kung gagamitin naman natin yung second support na 1602, so check natin yung possible lugi. Kasi, syempre, yung possible nakikitain is still the same, 20.34%. And of course, kung yung stop price mo is at 16.02, posibleng malugi ng 8.46%. So, that's still a risk-reward ratio of 2.41, which is for me, medyo attractive pa. Attractive pa rin kasi it's more than 2. In my opinion, of course, in my own personal trading strategy. So, yeah, I think yun yung masishare ko kay Double Dragon. Next is si House. Wait, parang hindi natin nakita yung volume. So, yeah. So, check na lang natin yung sa iba. So, what's next? Si House. So, House. Si House ay may 1.77 times yung price to book value niya. Pero ang liit kasi ng turnover, which is 51,000. So, I don't think, kung ako lang, hindi ko siya iti-trade. For me, of course, hindi siya pasado sa liquidity. Anyway, so, share ko lang yung ang liit kasi ng volume niya, 51,000 or around 52,000. So, share ko na lang kung anong tingin kong support and resistance. But, pag mga ganito, hindi ako nag-trade ng mga ganito. Unless na lang is, siguro kung may gap down, pwede ko pa siyang antayin. O meron ngang gap down. Pero may mas mura pa kasi. At saka, tignan mo, 1.77, ganun yung liquidity. Tapos, medyo mahal pa yung price. So, it's for you to decide na lang. Kasi meron ka pa namang, kung gusto mong mag-trade ang property, meron ka pa namang ibang other choices. Pero kung pinili mo tong si House, share ko na lang yung possible support and resistance na tinitignan ko, of course. So, yun. So, yan lang yung masishare ko dito kay House. So, kung nakabili ka at that level, syempre measure natin yung risk reward. So, at 1050 at saka 989. So, yung resistance natin is at 1050, possible resistance 1, and of course, possible is support at 9.89. So, 1050, 9.89. So, yan. So, ito lang masishare ko kasi, yan, I don't know. I mean, medyo maliit kasi yung volume niya. So, yeah. Chart lang ang pwede kong ma-share. Chart lang. Ang possible support and resistance lang based on the chart. Pero liquidity, yeah, for me, hindi siya ganun ka-liquid eh. Mahirapan ka kasing lumabas eh pag ganito. So, yeah. It's either gap down. I mean, it's either wait, check mga natin kung may bid and volume dito. So, tignan mo, it's either kung magbibenta ka, yun, alangan naman na ibenta mo siya sa 9.90 or of course, ibenta mo siya sa mas mahal. So, it's either gap down or gap up. So, ang mangyayari, kasi nga, ang layo ng spread. So, anyway, yeah, ang tinitingnan nating support is 9.81 and of course, resistance, 1050 pesos. So, ang possible risk reward kung sakaling nakapasok kayo sa level na to is pwedeng kumita ng 4.06% at posibleng malugi ng 1.98% kung mahit yung TP price and of course yung stop price. So yeah, that's it for. So check ko lang. Wala akong masabi. It's flat kasi. And it's going up. So, check natin yung Heikin Ashi. So, based on Heikin Ashi, medyo bullish na siya. Yun lang masishare ko for house. And of course, next after ni house is PRMX. Rin sila to, PRMX. So, check natin yung volume. Kita mo naman yung volume niya, 13,000. Yeah, wala akong masyadong ma-share. Ang kulit lang. Wala akong masyadong ma-share kasi syempre, very, napaka-illiquid naman nito. 13,000. So, yeah. I think, yes, for me, iwasan na lang tong mga ganito. There are other stock na you can look at kaysa naman dito. So, yeah, share ko na lang yung tingin kong support and resistance. But volume-wise, for me, wag nagtitrade ng mga ganitong 13,000. Mahirapan ka kasing malumabas eh. Napakadami pa namang property stocks. 18 sila eh. Yung kasama sa property index. So, yeah. So, posibleng of course, ang resistance is 151 and of course, support at 1.40 pesos. So, possible kitain kung meron na kayo at this level is 4.14%. And of course, kung hit yung stop price is posibleng malugi ng 3.45%. So, yun lang yung masishare ko kay PRMX. On the Heikin Ashi naman, medyo maganda naman yung kanyang candle. So, next, actually parang siyang 145, 145. So, nahihirapan siyang umakyat. Pero, yeah, illiquid na din kasi, tapos nahihirapan pa siyang umakyat, pambihira. So, yeah, I have nothing to share more on this. And of course, SM Prime. Pag mga ganyan, iwasan na lang siguro mga ganyan. Liquid stocks. So, sa SM Prime naman, Fibonacci pala to. Sa candles muna tayo. So, makikita nyo, it's actually, nagko-consolidate lang siya eh. So, tingnan natin kung mag-hold siya dyan. Mag-hold siya dito sa support na to. So, yeah, let's see. Tingin ko kasi at nasa support na din siya eh. Wait, check natin nga to kung merong ano. So, it's going up. Yung trend niya pa rin is going up eh. Wala naman akong nakikita na divergence. So, wait lang ah. Check ko lang. Baka may ano. Wala naman. It's convergence. So, now, dahil nasa triangle siya, for me, and even sa mismong property index, diba? Sabi ko, I'm more on, syempre, long-term bullish ako sa property. So, posibleng ganyan siya. Diyan siya mag-breakout. So, check natin yung possible support and resistance. Yeah, actually, for me, already at support na siya. But then again, ito yung possible support na support 1 na tinitingnan ko. Of course, around 30.70. So, yun. And yeah. Next is possible resistance. Of course, this level. Around 34.10 pesos. So, yeah, I think kung makalabas siya dyan, tingin ko magti-trade lang siya within this range muna eh. Bago siya mag-breakout and of course to hit, possibly to hit this. Is this the all-time high? Yeah, possibly i-retest niya dito. Pwedeng mag-ano siya dito, mag-ano na to, dito sa level na to. Pwede siyang mag-resist dyan or mag-pull back and bago niya i-retest, of course, itong level na to at around 42. So, or around 43 level na rin yan eh. Wait, check natin kung yan yung year-to-date na, I mean, all-time high. Yeah, yun na. So, yeah, tingin ko ganun ang posibleng mangyari kay SM Prime. So, check lang natin yung weekly. So, even sa weekly, yun. So, tingnan natin. So, I think that's it for SM Prime. So, balik tayo sa daily. Wait, check lang natin. Wala naman pala. Convergence lang pala yung ano. Yung sa RSI. So, gamitin natin pause. Ba't ganun? Wala na ba akong next? Akala ko kasi ano. Wait. Oh yeah, that's thread or resistance. So, ang support na tinitignan natin is at 30.70 pesos. So, kung mag-breakdown pa siya dyan is of course at this level. To retest the 29 pesos. So, yeah, I think more bullish naman ako sa property na. Kaya tinitignan ko siya eh. So, check natin yung possible risk, reward. So, kung meron na kayo at this level at 31.45 at yeah, kung ang take profit nyo is 34.10. Ito na lang gamitin natin. 34.10 and of course kung yung cut loss or stop price mo is 30.7, so yan, posible kang kumita ng 8.08% at kapag na-stop out ka sa 30.70 pesos, posible kang malugi ng 2.29%. So, kung gagamitin naman natin yung 38.54 na take profit, so, syempre, yun yung aakyat. Posible kang kumita ng 22.16%. And of course, posible kang malugi ng 2.69%. And of course, tingin ko, yun na lang muna yung gamitin natin at yung second support na 29.02. So, 29.03. So, kung yun ang gagamitin natin, second resistance and second support, posible ka pa rin kumita ng 22.16% kapag na-hit yung TP na 38.54 and of course, posibleng malugi ng 7.79% kapag na-stop out ka sa 29.03 pesos. So, I think ganon yung posibleng mangyari kay SM Prime. So, next na natin titingnan is, yung mga yung medyo green or mas mababa sa price to book value, average price to book value ng property index. So, simulan natin kay ALCO. So, ALCO, medyo din siya. Maliit din yung volume niya. So, ang share ko na lang is, of course, the possible support and resistance. So, actually, medyo bearish ako on this side. So, posibleng i-retest ang 0.53 at kung mag-breakdown pa siya dyan at 0.48. So, yun yung tinitingnan ko. And of course, yung immediate resistance at this level, 0.59. At next is 0.61. So, 0.59 to 0.61 siguro. So, yun na lang siguro. Kasi after niyang mag-breakout dyan, is actually yan na lang. Actually, ito. Posibleng 0.77. Kaso medyo maliit lang kasi yung volume niya. 700 lang eh. 745,000 lang siya. Yun lang yung medyo ayaw ko. When it comes to, of course, liquidity. So, yeah, syempre kung meron kayo nito at this level at yung target price nyo is, target profit or target price is 0.61 at kung yung stop or cut loss area mo is 0.53, so posible kang kumita ng 8.93% at posible kang malugi ng 5.35% kung ma-hit yung expected price natin na targets. Kung yun naman next na resistance which is 0.77 at yung 0.48 na stop price. So, syempre, ang risk-reward is medyo mas attractive, 2.62 times. So, posibleng kumita ng 37.50% kapag na-hit yung 0.77 take profit. And of course, posibleng malugi ng 14.29% kapag na-hit yung stop price na 0.48 pesos. So, yon yung kay ALCO. Next, si BEL. BEL Corporation. So, si BEL, isa din to medyo siya. Ang pinaka-high nito. Tignan lang natin yung high. Laki pala ng binaba niya. So, syempre, depende sa weekly. Gamitin nga natin tong weekly. Kasi, yung weekly, tignan mo siya. Medyo siya eh. Actually, doji siya. So, hindi niya alam kung saan siya pupunta. Paakyat ba siya or pababa? So, syempre, of course, MEG is also neutral. So, yeah, ang immediate na resistance na tinitignan ko at this level at 1.49. And of course, support at this area at 1.32 pesos. And of course, kung mag-breakdown pa siya dyan, at this area at least, at most, yung ibababa niya, 1.12. And of course, worst case is yung 52-week low or 1.12 to 1 peso na yan. Pero kung mag-breakout siya dyan, actually medyo maganda at this level, 1.49 to 1.60. Next possible resistance at this level na siya, 1.97. So, yun yung mga tinitingnan ko for BEL Corporation. Pero ngayon, neutral lang kasi doji siya. Depende sa doji, but yeah, yan kasi is medyo maliit din kasi yung volume niya. So, yun. So, kung meron kayo nito, BEL Corporation, at yung target price nyo is at resistance na 1.49 at yung stop price mo is 1.32. So, posible kang kumita ng 5.67% at posibleng malugi ng 6.38%. Risk-reward ratio medyo mababa at that level. Pero kung makakapag-antay ka na ma-hit yung next resistance na 1.97 at syempre babaan din natin yung ating support or gamitin natin yung support area na support 2 which is 1.12. So, posible kang kumita ng 39.72% kapag na-hit yung expected price na 1.97 at posible ka namang malugi ng 20.57% kapag na-stop out sa 1.12 pesos. So, yun naman yung masishare ko kay BEL Corporation. So, TA lang siya. TA lang masishare ko. So, kay Brown naman, more on TA lang to eh. Except yung sa first. So, kay Brown, weekly pala tayo, Weekly palang ginamit ko. Yung kay Brown, medyo at least, medyo may volume siya. Pero, kung titingnan mo year to date, yeah, just an average. Medyo din pala to. Dito, double bottom. Anyway, tingin ko, nag-bottom na din talaga to. So, weekly pala to. Punta tayo sa daily. Pero sa daily kasi ang pangit ng candle niya. Pababa. So, malakas yung selling. So, syempre, on that note, medyo bearish ako dyan. So, posibleng i-retest this level at 1.57 pesos. And of course, kung meron kayo nito at mag-breakdown pa siya dyan, of course, posibleng i-retest ang 0.48 area. And of course, yung resistance na tinitingnan natin is already at this level at 0.69. And of course, kung mag-breakout siya dyan, welcome back to this level at 0.88 pesos. So, check natin yung possible risk reward ng A Brown. Wait, check lang natin pala yung ano. Actually, meron siyang, check ma. Wait. This is actually going up. And this is going down. So, medyo, I mean, it's actually a bearish signal. So, check natin to. Kasi nag-ano pa siya eh. Ano ba to? Flat lang siya. But normally, ako kasi tinitingnan ko yung price action. Kaya kanina, sinabi ko na more bearish ako. So, yeah, tingin ko i-retest nyo yung 0.57 cents. Or 0.57 na i-retest nyo yung support na 0.57. And of course, kung mag-breakdown pa siya dyan, welcome back to 0.48. And of course, ang resistance na tinitingnan natin is 0.69. And kapag mag-breakout naman siya doon, welcome back to 0.88. So, check natin yung possible risk-reward ng brown. So, kung meron na kayo at this level at yung target nyo is at 0.69 at of course yung cut loss area at 0.57. So, syempre, ang possible risk reward is, wait, saan siya? Hindi ko makita. So, ang risk reward ratio is 1. So, posible kang kumita ng 9.52% kung ma-hit yung TP price mo na 0.69 at same lang din yung posible mong ikalugi, 9.52% kapag na-stop out ka sa 0.57. So, next is gamitin natin yung 0.88 and 0.88 at saka 0.48. Yung support 2 at saka resistance 2. So, kung yan naman yung ano mo, targets mo, is posible kang kumita ng 39.68% kapag na-hit yung TP price na 0.88 at posibleng malugi ng 23.81% kapag na-hit yung stop price mo na 0.48. So, risk-reward ratio medyo mababa pa rin siya, 1.67. I mean, medyo mababa siya sa akin. Kasi usually sa akin at least risk-reward ratio na 2. So, now let's move on sa Cebu Landmasters. CLI. So, yung CLI naman, ito naman malakas yung buying. So, syempre on that note, medyo bullish ako. Or, posibleng i-retest ang 4.17 pesos. And of course, kung mag-breakout siya dyan, welcome back to this level at 450 pesos. And of course, ang support na tititignan natin is this level, 3.80 pesos. At kung mag-breakdown pa siya doon, yun, 3.65 pesos. So, yeah, let's check on the possible risk and reward. So, kung meron ka at this level at yung target profit mo is 4.17 at of course yung cut loss area mo is 3.80, so posible kang kumita ng 2.96% kapag na-hit yung 4.17 na TP price at posibleng malugi ng 6.17% kapag na-stop out sa 3.80 pesos. So, mas malaki yung risk niya actually. So, next is kapag yung TP price mo is at 450. At 450, kung at 450 naman is of course tataas yung posible mong kitain na 11.11% kapag na-hit yung 450 na TP price. And of course, same pa rin yung posible mong ikalugi, 6.17%. Kung yun pa rin yung support or stop price mo na 380. Pero kung 365 na siya, so posible kang malugi ng 9.88% sa 3.65. And of course, ganun pa rin yung posible mong kitain 11.11% kung ma-hit yung TP price na take profit na 450 pesos. So, yun lang masishare ko sa Cebuland Masters. Next, medyo madami pa pala. CPG. So, si CPG naman, check natin. So, doji plus down. So, on that note, I'm more bearish. So, posible niyang i-retest this level at 0.3756. And of course, makikita nyo, meron pala siyang gap up dito. So, posible ding i-fill yung gap na yan. Dito. So, yan yung possible next. Kung mag-breakdown pa siya dyan sa 0.3756. And of course, yung resistance na tinitignan natin is this level at 0.41. So, medyo ano pala to. And of course, kapag nag-ano na siya doon, kapag nag-breakout siya doon, welcome back here sa 0.46. So, yun yung tinitingnan natin. At saka, ma-fill niya kasi yung mga gaps dito. Dito. Ito na lang yung gaps na hindi pa na-fill. Dito sa taas. Meron pa pala dito. Meron pa pala siya doon. So, might as well use this as our take profit 2 or resistance 2. Yeah, kasi for me, normally, the gaps are usually get filled. So, syempre, depende pa rin sa trend, of course. So, kung meron ka nito at this level, check natin yung possible risk reward. So, kung ang profit level mo is 41.4103 at yung cut loss area mo is 37.56. So, posible kang kumita ng 6.32% at posibleng malugi ng 2.67%. Pero kung ang gagamitin mo na take profit is 0.4918 at yung stop price mo at 34.48, so yung take profit mo is posible kang kumita ng 27.44% and of course, posibleng malugi ng 10.65% kapag na-stop out ka sa prices na binanggit ko kanina. So, wait, check lang natin yung ano. So, it's also a convergence siya. So, check natin yung Heikin-Ashi. So, Heikin-Ashi yun. Ano pa din? Bearish din siya. So, now let's move on to after nyan is DM Wenceslao. DMW. So, yung DMW, wait, ano muna? Candle. So, laki kasi yung volume niya, 118,000. So, medyo illiquid din pala tong si DMW. So, masishare ko lang is actually medyo malakas yung selling pressure. At hindi rin siya ganun ka-liquid eh. So, posibleng balik, more on bearish ako, posibleng i-retest ang 6.29 pesos. Kapag nag-breakdown pa siya doon is of course the 52-week low which is nasa 6.38. I mean, 6 pesos pala. Ayun, nasa 16 to 6 pesos. And of course, yung resistance na tinitingnan natin is of course dito at 6.69. So, I think that's it for Yeah, kasi medyo ano din siya eh. Ano ba to? Medyo, ano ba yan? Medyo liquid din for me. So, yeah, let's just use the, wait, dagdagan natin to ng second resistance para, ano, same sila. So, yung next possible resistance natin is 690. So, now let's measure the possible risk reward at this level. So, kung meron ka na nito at target mo is 6.69 at yung cut loss area mo 6.69 yung take profit mo at yung cut loss mo at 6.29. So, posible kang kumita ng 4.69% at posible kang malugi ng 1.56%. Pero kung yung target profit mo is 6.90 at yung cut loss area mo ay 610, so posible kang kumita ng 7.98% at posible kang malugi ng 4.54% kapag na-stop out sa 610. And of course, kapag na-done yung TP mo sa 6.90 pesos. So, next natin after DMW is FLI. So, FLI. So, si FLI naman, more on bearish ako. So, kasi it's actually a doji tapos bear candle. So, posibleng i-retest ang level na to. For me at 0.96. So, piso to 0.96 eh. So, 0.96 kasi nag-close na pala siya ng piso. So, yon ang tinitignan kong possible support for FLI. And of course, yeah, I think the next key is around this level na at 0.90 pesos. 0.90 cents. So, cents pala to. Piso siya ngayon eh. So, yung possible resistance naman is, of course, this level at 110. And of course, kung mag-breakout siya dyan, at least dito, around 123 pesos to at least dyan, 126. So, dyan na level na yan. Yeah, let's change lang dito to red. So, yun yung tinitingnan natin for Filinvest. So, check natin yung possible risk reward. Siyempre, kung meron na kayo nito at this level at yung take profit nyo is 110 at yung cut loss area at 0.96, so posibleng kumita ng 10% at posibleng malugi ng 4%. So, next is kapag yung take profit mo is 1.23 at yung cut loss area mo is 0.90, so posible kang kumita ng 23% at posibleng malugi ng 10%. So, yun yung masishare ko sa FLI. Wait, check natin yung Hikinashi. So, Hikinashi is still, yeah, ganun pa rin. Same lang sila ni, candle, it's going down. Wait, check natin yung So, actually, meron siyang, wait. Meron siyang divergence actually. Kasi going up siya, and this is going down. But then again, for me, it's more on bearish ako dito. Yung sa candle is alone ang basis ko. Yeah, normally kasi, yeah, pag nag-trade ako, just the basic, support resistance, trend line, and of course, yung candle. I think that will do for me. And, yeah, kung may gagamit man ako ng indicator, yeah, it's the RSI. So, para sa akin, RSI is the resistance and support index. Not the relative strength index. But actually, yung English niya is relative strength index. Sa akin lang kasi yung definition ko is resistance support. Anyway, for GERI, tapos na tayo kay FLI. So, GERI na tayo. So, GERI na. So, medyo maliit lang kasi din pala yung volume ng GERI. So, kung makikita nyo, for me, it's already at resistance. So, kung mag-breakout siya sa level na yan, possibly i-fill yung gap dito. So, ito yung tinitingnan ko na support, na resistance area at around 1 peso or 0.99. So, yun yung tinitingnan ko na resistance. And of course, kung mag-breakout pa siya doon, welcome back to around 110 or 108. Another, meron ulit siyang gap doon na i-fill. So, yun yung tingin ko para kay GERI. And of course, support na tinitingnan ko is this area at 0.79. So, palitan lang natin siya ng green. So, I think yun lang masishare ko kay GERI. So, check natin yung possible risk-reward nito. So, kung meron ka na nito at resistance na kasi siya. So, kung magtuloy-tuloy pa siya sa 0.99, yan yung TP price at kung ma-stop out ka sa 0.79, so, posible kang kumita ng 10% at posible ka namang malugi ng 12.22% kung nakapasok ka at this level. Pero kung yung profit area mo is 1.08 at yung stop price mo pa rin is 0.79, posible kang kumita ng 20% at posible kang malugi ng 12.22% sa 0.79 na stop price. So, yun lang ang masishare ko kay GERI. So, check nga natin yung Heikin-Ashi. So, Heikin-Ashi is, bullish pa rin naman siya. But already also at key resistance. So, now let's move on sa IRC. IRC, konti na lang. Anyway, IRC, medyo din to, hindi rin siya ganon ka-liquid. Normally kasi, mas maganda kasing i-trade kapag may liquid yung isang stock, syempre. So, let's just change it to candles. Pero kung makita mo, I think it's already at support area. Which is, I think so. Nasa support area na siya sa 88 cents. So, possible resistance. Wait lang Check natin tong trend nito. Ayun. Ano ba siya? Okay. At actually, at strong resistance din pala siya. At very strong resistance din siya. Kasi kapag nag-breakout siya sa level na yan, it's actually a more bullish na siya. Long-term bullish, of course. Kasi dito nag-uptrend naman na din siya. Pero kapag nag-breakout ba siya dito sa red or sa resistance natin na tinitingnan, might possibly, of course, magtuloy-tuloy na siya na uptrend. So, tingin ko at support na siya. At support area. So, ito yung tinitingnan natin na support at 0.85. So, kung mag-breakdown pa siya dyan, of course, back to 0.77. And of course, yung resistance na tinitingnan natin is this area at 0.93. And of course, kapag mag-breakout pa siya doon, this area at this level. So, 1.13 pesos na. So, check natin yung possible risk-reward ng IRC. Pero maganda kung, medyo malit lang kasi yung volume neto eh. Pero kung mag-breakout siya dito sa solid resistance trendline na to, it's more on a medium to long term na bullish. Anyway, let's measure the risk-reward. So, kung ang gagamitin mo or yung take profit mo is 0.93, at yung cut loss mo ay 0.85. So, posibleng kumita ng 5.68% at posibleng malugi ng 3.41% sa level na or prices na yon. Pero kung ang take profit mo is 1.13 at yung cut loss mo ay 0.77, so, posible kang kumita ng 28.41% at posibleng malugi ng 12.50% sa 0.77 cents. So, after ng IRC, yun lang masishare ko. Ito, Mega World. So, ito actually yung tinitingnan ko na stock. Aside from mura na siya, meron pa kasi siyang share buyback from the management. So, 5 billion pa yun, magkano pa lang yung kanilang nabibili. So, for me, medyo possible, medium to long term na uptrend, of course. Wait. So, check natin to. This is the ayun. So, that's the, nag-breakout na siya. So, this is already, yung resistance line na to, naging support na siya. So, So, I think at this point, ito yung tinitingnan ko na support area. Ay, wait, sorry. So, tingnan natin. Palakihin pala natin. So, check natin to. So, medyo nag-resist na siya sa area na to eh. So, of course, I'm more bearish. So, posible niyang i-retest tong level na to. At this area. At 3.19 pesos. Or actually, dito din, pwede. 3 pesos. 3.19 kung mag-breakdown pa siya dyan. At 3 pesos. So, yun yung mga tinitignan ko for Mega World. So, let's see. So, sana bumagsak pa siya. May ganun eh. Ang kulit lang eh. Of course, pag may binabantayan ka or may tinitignan ka, syempre, mas gusto mo na makabili ka ng mas mura. And of course, mabenta mo siya ng mas mahal. So, yun yung tinitignan ko na possible support and resistance. And of course, yung immediate resistance at 3.41. And kapag nag-breakout siya dyan, actually, ito na yung tinitignan ko eh. Sa around, around 390 pesos na. For me, around 3.90 pesos na. This area. Actually, around 4 pesos na pala yun, Pero posible pa kasing second resistance to around 360. Pero for me, medyo mahina lang siya. antayin mo na lang yung medyo mas malakas na resistance. So, yun lang yung in my opinion, of course. So, yeah, let's check on the possible risk reward. So, kung meron ka nito at this level, gamitin natin yung for me, gamitin na lang natin yung second resistance at second support. Medyo maliit kasi yung risk reward kapag yung very immediate or medyo short term na or mas malapit na support and resistance. Kaya ginamit natin yung second support and second resistance. So, yeah, that's actually a risk reward ratio of 2.73. So, possibly kumita ng 21.78% kapag na-hit yung TP price na 3.97 and of course, posibleng malugi ng 7.98% kapag na-hit yung stop price na 3 pesos. So, yeah, that's it for Mega World. And aside from that, sabi ko nga ay merong buyback program ang Mega World na around 5 billion pesos. And I think that will push the price higher, of course. Kasi bibili sila sa market. So, next is, yeah, of course, kailangan mo lang maghintay. That's actually one din na kailangan meron yung isang trader ang maghintay. So, next is RLC. Nice! Malapit na tayo. Matapos, RLC. So, RLC, wow. This is actually, nakita nyo to, it's a doji tapos bullish candle. So, of course, ang bias ko dyan is more on bullish ako. So, possibly retest this area at 20.03 pesos. And of course, ang immediate support na tinitignan ko at 17.58 pesos. So, kung mag-breakdown pa siya dyan, of course, this area at 15.57 pesos. So, yun yung tinitignan ko na support and resistance. And of course, kung mag-breakout siya sa 20, syempre, welcome back to this level at around 23 pesos. So, yeah, let's see for Robinson's Land. So, measure natin yung possible support and resistance. I mean, risk reward pala. So, check natin to. So, gamitin natin yung first support and, first resistance which is 20.03. And of course, yung support na tinitingnan natin, 17.58. So, yun yung first support at first resistance. So, malaki din yung risk reward. So, posible kang kumita ng 9.45% kung na-hit yung TP na 20.03 and posible kang malugi ng 3.93% kapag na-stop out sa 17.58 pesos. And of course, kung gagamitin natin yung 23.04 na TP and of course yung second support na 15.57. So, possible risk reward is of course posible kang kumita ng 25.90% sa 23.04 pesos and posible kang malugi ng 14.92% kapag na-stop out ka sa 15.57 pesos. So, yun ang kay Robinson's Land. So, next, after Robinson's Land, konti na lang. Santa Lucia and Vista Land. So, yeah, I think that's it. Santa Lucia. Let's go. Santa Lucia. So, medyo lang siya. Actually, hindi lang siya medyo illiquid siya, actually. So, ang masishare ko lang is, of course, yeah, just the immediate support and resistance. So, possible support 181 at possible resistance at this level. Yeah, pero pag mga ganito at 2 pesos, yeah. For me, mas maganda kasing i-trade yung medyo may liquid. Syempre, of course, liquid yung stock. So, anyway, ito lang masishare ko for Santa Lucia. 1.99 ang TP area and of course, yung stop price na 1.81. So, ang risk reward is actually 1.25 which is, yeah, of course, aside from illiquid siya, hindi ko titrade tong mga ganitong klaseng stock. And possible target is 5.29% kung ma-hit yung 1.99 pesos na TP area. And of course, posibleng malugi ng 4.23% kapag na-stop out sa 1.81. So, yun lang yung kaya kong i-share for Santa Lucia. So now let's move on to the last stock, which is the Vistaland. Ito yung worst performer sa property index. So check natin ulit. So siya kasi is down 49.55%. So yeah. At saka mataas pala tong nito eh. Malakas yung, come again? This book value niya. So yeah, cheap na siya. For me, cheap na din siya. 0.50 times. So, kung yan, so check lang natin. Yeah. So, kung yan divided by ito, that's actually 0.43. So, nag-close siya at 3.90. So, possible target actually around 8.90 pesos. Wow. Kung syempre, kung pumunta siya sa 1.13 times na price to book value, which is the average of the property index. So, medyo malaki talaga yung possible upside niya. So, wait, check nga natin yung liquidity niya. Medyo liquid din naman siya. So, tingin ko pwede. But then again, sa ngayon kasi is, nakita nyo yun, oh. Doji, tapos down, down, down. So, I think, syempre, more bearish ako dito. So, ang bias ko is more bearish. So, posibleng i-retest 380 pesos. And of course, ano ba yung next possible na Possible next is at this area. Possible next support at 3.58. So, yun yung mga titignan ko for, TA ko for Vistalands. And of course, yung immediate resistance at 4.07. Kasi nga dito, nahirapan na siyang umakyat, oh. 1.2. 1.2. 3.9 niyang i-retest 2 beses kaso nag-fail siya. So, yun, bumagsak siya. And of course, yung second resistance is at 4.40 pesos. And yeah, I think after nyan is medyo na lang to eh. Medyo madali lang sana, madaling basagin na yung mga next. Wait, dito sa level na to. So, yun. So, yeah, next possible resistance na is at 6 pesos, 6.32. For me, kapag mag-break out siya dyan sa 4.40 pesos. So, yeah. Let's see. Anyway, let's just use the sa risk reward. Gamitin natin yung yung second support and yung second resistance na 440 at saka what's that? 3.58. 3.58 na cut loss at 4.40. 4.4. So, posible kang kumita ng 14.58% sa 4.40 pesos at posibleng malugi ng 6.67% sa 3.58 pesos. And of course, kung gagamitin natin yung 6.32, kung makakapag-antay ka sa level na yan or sa price na yan, is of course, posible kang kumita ng 64.58% at of course, posible kang malugi ng 6.77% kapag na-stop out ka sa 3.58. So, yeah. So, I think attractive din pala tong si Vista Land. So, kung makakapag-antay ka lang sa level na to, sa 6.32. So, wait. Check natin yung medyo ano pa kasi siya eh. Convergence siya going down. So, posibleng, pwede mo siyang antayin. Check ko nga din to bukas. Kung may time ako at 3.84. So, let's see. And I think that's it for today. Natapos din siya. So, there you go guys. Mahalagang paalala lang, in trading and investing, laging may kasamang risk. So, please always trade with caution. So, thanks guys.